You're about to discover an ultra-rare secret that most men will never understand about attracting women. I can confidently say that by the time you finish watching this video, you'll know exactly how to talk to women, what to talk about, and how to make your conversations flow so naturally that she looks forward to seeing you again. This is you, and this is the girl you're talking to. The question is simple. What should you say? What should you talk about? And most importantly, how do you stop overthinking and messing everything up? The first and biggest mistake men make. The biggest mistake men make when talking to women is overthinking. They overthink what to say. They overthink how to sound interesting. They overthink how they're being judged. And the moment you overthink, you lose control of the interaction. Before we go into techniques, you must change your internal perspective. This matters more than anything else. Change this one perspective first. The first thing you must fully internalize is this. She is just a human being. Nothing more. She eats. She gets nervous. She overthinks. She has insecurities. Do not place her on a pedestal because she's attractive. This sounds simple, but most men never truly internalize it. From now on, every time you talk to a beautiful woman, remind yourself, she's just a human being. The moment you stop treating her like something above you, the conversation instantly becomes easier. How attraction is actually decided. When you talk to a woman, she's not consciously analyzing you the way men think she is. Attraction doesn't happen logically. It happens subconsciously. Her mind is constantly evaluating how she feels around you. Not what you say, not how clever you are, but how you make her feel in the moment. That's why attraction can't be forced, argued, or negotiated. The silent evaluation happening during conversation. Think of it like this. When you start talking to a woman, an internal evaluation begins. She's subconsciously asking, does this guy seem secure? Does he seem comfortable with himself? Does he need my approval? Or doesn't he? This evaluation happens whether you like it or not. Your job is not to impress her. Your job is to not disqualify yourself. Body language. Forget everything you've been told. You've probably heard advice like, keep your back straight. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Maintain eye contact at all times. Forget all of it. Most body language advice is useless. Here are the only 3 things that matter. 1. Stop leaning toward her. Leaning towards someone signals neediness. Instead, slightly lean back or stay neutral. This subtly communicates, I'm comfortable. I'm not chasing. 2. Be willing to walk away. One of the strongest signals of confidence is non-attachment. If she says something dismissive or uninterested, don't argue or explain. A calm response followed by disengaging is powerful. Most attractive women are used to being chased. Walking away instantly separates you from the crowd. 3. Sit and stand comfortably. Here's the most important rule. The person with higher perceived value is the one who looks comfortable. When you're nervous, you constantly adjust yourself to please. When you're comfortable, you don't care how you're perceived. Sit how you want. Move how you want. Relax. Stop performing. The conversation formula. This is crucial. Now let's talk about what to actually say. Use this simple structure. 50% about her. 30% about anything else. 20% about you. This alone will put you ahead of most men. 50% talk about her. The person who talks about the other person more is perceived as less needy. Ask about her interests, her experiences, her opinions, her perspective. Listen without rushing to reply. Make her feel understood, not impressed. 30% talk about anything random. This is where flow happens. Talk about something you noticed, something random, something silly. Don't try to sound intelligent or deep. Imagine you're talking to an old friend. The goal is ease, not meaning. 20% when you talk about yourself. This is where most men mess up. Never try to impress. Instead, be light, be playful, be self-aware. Make fun of yourself slightly. This signals confidence and emotional security. The power of mystery. Do not reveal everything about yourself immediately. Oversharing signals neediness. Short, playful answers create curiosity. You don't owe anyone your full story instantly. Let her wonder. Handling tests, important. Women will test you. Not consciously, but instinctively. Tests are not rejection. They're opportunities to show composure. The worst thing you can do is panic, over-explain, or seek validation. Stay calm. Stay relaxed. Stay yourself. We'll go deeper into handling tests in future videos. Final thought. Attraction isn't created by tricks. It's created by how you show up. Be comfortable. Be present. Be unattached. When you stop trying to win her approval, you become the kind of man she wants to earn approval from. Now that you understand how attraction is evaluated subconsciously and how body language and conversational balance shape perception, we need to move into the real engine of conversation, the part most men never learn. Because here's the truth. Most conversations fail not because of what is said, but because of how the man positions himself emotionally during the interaction. And this positioning happens long before words are spoken. Why most men lose control of conversations? When a man talks to a woman, one of two things is happening internally. Either he is expressing himself freely, or he is seeking a reaction. The moment you seek a reaction, you lose leverage. Most men don't realize this, but they are constantly checking. Did that make her laugh? Did she like that? Did I say the right thing? Every time you do this, your behavior subtly changes. Your tone shifts. Your posture adjusts. Your speech becomes careful, and the conversation starts to feel forced. The woman may not consciously notice it, but she feels it. The difference between expressing and performing. There is a massive difference between expressing yourself and performing. When you express, you speak naturally. You don't filter every sentence. You allow pauses. You're okay with silence. When you perform, you rush to fill gaps. You explain too much. You adjust yourself constantly. You chase reactions. Women respond far better to expression than performance. Why? Because expression signals self-acceptance. Performance signals approval-seeking. How to remove approval-seeking from your conversations. You don't remove approval-seeking by pretending not to care. You remove it by shifting your objective. Most men enter conversations with this goal. I want her to like me. That goal is already a losing position. Instead, your internal goal should be, I want to see if I enjoy talking to her. This single shift changes everything. Now you're no longer auditioning. You're evaluating. You're present. You're relaxed. You're not rushing. And paradoxically, this is what makes you more attractive. Why comfort beats confidence. A lot of advice tells men to be confident, but confidence is vague. Comfort is precise. Confidence can be faked. Comfort cannot. When you're comfortable, your voice is steady. Your movements are natural. Your reactions are slower. Your expressions are honest. Women feel safe around comfort. They trust it. The role of silence. Most men fear this. Silence is one of the most powerful tools in conversation, and it's also the most misunderstood. Silence does not mean you're boring. Silence means you're not anxious. When she finishes a sentence, pause. Let the silence breathe. Most men rush to speak because silence makes them uncomfortable. But when you are comfortable with silence, she feels it. And something interesting happens. She starts talking more. How to let her lead without losing control. This is important. You do not want to interrogate her. And you do not want to dominate the conversation. Instead, you want to guide it. Here's how. She mentions something casually. You pick one part of it. You explore it deeper. For example, if she says, I like traveling. You don't respond with, oh, me too, I went to. Instead, you say, what kind of places do you enjoy the most? Now she's talking. You're listening. The conversation flows. Avoid logical conversations early. Another mistake men make is going too logical, too fast. Debates, facts, opinions, arguments. These shut down emotional flow. Early conversations should be light, observational, and curious. Not serious, not intense, not goal-oriented. Let the emotional rhythm establish first. How humor actually works, and why forced jokes fail. Humor isn't about jokes. It's about perspective. Most men try to be funny by saying funny things. The men who are naturally funny simply notice absurdity and point it out. They're not trying. They're observing. Light teasing works best when it's gentle, playful, never mean, never insecure. If you're joking to impress, it backfires. If you're joking because you find something amusing, it lands. Why you should never rush intimacy. Rushing kills attraction. Trying to escalate too quickly signals fear of loss. Comfort builds attraction. Pressure destroys it. Let the interaction breathe. Let curiosity grow naturally. If you enjoy the moment, she feels it. The biggest red flag in conversation. The biggest red flag is self-justification. Explaining why you're right. Explaining why you meant something. Explaining yourself unnecessarily. Strong men don't over-explain. They state. They pause. They move on. How to handle disagreement calmly. Disagreement is not rejection. When she disagrees, don't argue. Don't submit. Don't explain. Just acknowledge and stay grounded. A simple, fair enough, or that's interesting, and continue. This shows emotional stability. Ending conversations the right way. Most men ruin good conversations by overstaying. Leave when the energy is still good, not when it's dying. This leaves a positive emotional aftertaste. People remember how conversations end more than how they start. Final internal rule to remember. You are not there to convince. You are not there to impress. You are not there to win. You are there to experience the interaction. When you show up grounded, curious, and comfortable, everything else aligns naturally.